Hey guys, welcome to session 47. I believe this is the closest we're gonna get to a 1 year. So next week will be the 1 year anniversary of Materia. So exciting stuff. Um,
Next week I'll be at work.
ooh.
I can play, but it'll be a work play.
You'll just have to bring beer to work. It's fine. Easy. Bring enough for the crew, they'll say nothing. They'll appreciate it. But yeah, so picking up where we left off, the Crass Menagerie continues their slog of a journey through Deeproot, the magic latent gnarled swamps that make up a large portion of the region, with its unique geography of hills and swamps kind of meshing together. The group has been working together and following leads that have, well, highlighted this potential Necromancer's Tower as a source of importance for the overarching plans and machinations of the Stitched Covens, the nine hags that you guys are now made aware of. While their identities are not necessarily known to you, you have encountered two of them at this point, one of which you had dispatched. Uh, Spending time in the swamp and a portion of the swamp that the group has never been to, the terrain at one point had become more lively and more lush, and animals started to reappear. But halfway through your travels, it then again started to lose life, where life was replaced with undeath. The leaves on trees were starting to go missing, and they were being replaced by those thistle, like spongy coral, like usnia or tree man's beards. Uh, all different hazards, such as choking gases, biting insects, man-eater plants, and of course hordes and hordes of undead rove the area. Uh, on the previous night, after the group had encountered a tidal wave of wisps, which had corralled them over to a nearby body of water where they had encountered a mother wisp. The group had dealt with this in a way that caused the mother wisps to, well, be extinguished. And upon that, there was a vision granted to them with life being distributed. However, as the group had returned to the hill to find rest, when they did eventually all fall asleep, they found themselves waking up just moments before the mother wisp had initially risen, giving a second chance in a way, breaking through this shared vision illusion. The group had picked up more details that the mother wisp was converting other wisps to purify them, to allow them to continue their jobs as stewards of nature. That the winds that were associated would grasp a portion, a little fragment of the remaining memories of the wandering undead, where the group got insight into a dwarven warrior's death, a minotaur's death, a human and a goblin's death. And there was also a vision of a little kobold, a little scrivery. This little incident or scrivery really got the attention of one Calisor, where upon having a second chance with the Mother Wisp and helping her purify hundreds of her kin, essentially, the group did return to their base of operations, a little campsite on the hill, and they took the day to rest to recover. Where they did take some time to do venture out back into the undead, where Marb was tracking and realized that the trolls were still active. Davis had another vision towards the end of the last session of the constellations coming together into new configurations like he's never seen, and Davis has recalled old, salty dog tales of mariners and tribesmen along different coasts that there are messages in the sky. And Calisor had focused on Hans, his little cobalt claw familiar, and he did with some patience, get that second chance to see Hans's demise. And sprouting his ethereal wings, he flew over to the site and saw Hans feverishly scribbling down, tinkering with his hands before his eyes go wide, and then the image, little memory fades. And that's essentially where the group left off. It is towards the end of the final shift where Grant and Allegretto are starting to get up to do breakfast watch. And it is day, I believe, 76 of the Crass Menagerie's tale. Yes, 76. So short of anything anyone wants to add, that's where we're picking up. Alan de Grant, you've been awoken to start your final shift.
Okay. All right, let's get cracking.
Let's do. Are all the water skins and everything laid out so I can start my my morning? It's become part of my morning ritual. Doing the food, doing the water spell, just making sure everybody's prepped and fed for the day, even if I'm not cooking the actual soup today.
I get you. And you are marking off your spell slots, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Should be missing 3.
Yeah, because so like yeah, Al and Grant, y'all will essentially have completed your long rest, and so you guys can go ahead and refresh, and then Grant, you can go ahead and mark off your spell slots accordingly. Everyone else is still going to be resting for a little bit. And then, of course, guys, Swamp of Sorrows music for now, if you wish to have the swamp background. It's linked in
Did
chat.
we, Corbin? Did we talk about the soup ladle already? Was that the last watch that we did before the end of the last session?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that part of this same watch?
I believe it was the watch I believe it's part of this watch where y'all started discussion. I could be mistaken. It's kind of a blur, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember
We talked a little
specifically.
bit about how it's used and my experience with it, but I don't think we
Oh
used it.
yeah, the cooking. Yeah, yeah. I asked you how you learn stuff or what, or if you read or whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, I'm probably just sitting down, doing my meditation, doing the water, food incantation, filling all the skins
Okay.
quietly.
Sounds good. Right. If Al or Grant, you don't have anything too crazy going on,
No.
could one of y'all, as the shift is going to be going, you see the same image that you've seen the past few nights on this hill, ghouls, zombies, husks, all just kind of patrolling, marching, droning around essentially. You do at one point, both of you, because your perceptions are, all of you have such high perceptions, you do hear the sounds of crashing trees and breaking branches far off into the distance towards the direction that you guys plan to head in that morning. And you do hear it does carry through some deep grunts and roars of, what you would assume is perhaps the trolls smashing and bashing.
Is that the direction of the blue light we're following?
Yeah.
Good question.
Crap.
It is.
Yeah, it would be like it's well actually, yeah, I'll give it to you. I'm not gonna make out roll survival. After a little bit of discussion between yourselves and kind of listening in, it is traveling some distance, so it does kind of get muffled and kind of distributed. But essentially, it is coming from northeast. So yeah, from the blue light.
Yeah. Did we have an actual discussion? This is out of character. I'm trying to remember. Did we have a discussion about trying to communicate with trolls last week?
No, you guys
I
had a
think
little.
we did.
No, but you guys had a little bit of history and like knowledge checks just to know like what trolls are, their culture, how they are brash and brutish, and they're used
They
as
like being
mercenaries.
daredevils and showing off and shit to each other.
Exactly,
Yeah.
just because of their natural regenerative processes and stuff like that.
We joked about trying to convince them that attacking the tower was a way to prove that. Just to see if they
Yo,
would help us, but I think it was more of an offhand joke than a real strategy.
let's just send Rock. He can figure it out.
Can we
Uh,
roll this?
Yeah, I can learn languages and say hi to trolls. I don't think I'll get past hi.
Right.
Grant or Al, one of you, can you just roll me a d20 real quick? I need to check something.
I can throw it real quick.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No, you're good. It's just as the roars are kind of booming and all that, they're not so loud and cacophonous that your friends are not waking up.
Right.
They're still sleeping. You kind of see Calsor maybe toss to one side and just kind of cover his ear a little bit with his hair and just go back to sleep. But
Grant would probably like finish up with the ritual,
Mhm.
stand up, dust himself off a little bit, and say to Al, like, no, you're not really a tracker yourself, but how far off do you think those sounds are?
if you want to, you can give me a survival check, Al.
Woohoo!
Still gonna fucking 28, aren't you?
Even if I don't, I get 4 tries. I'll stick with it.
You'll stick with it, 14.
Yeah.
Al, it's a ways away. Not like a mile, but a ways away. Not anywhere close. Like you can't, like, you're kind of looking out and you're trying to see if you can see the trees moving and shaking where you're hearing the branches break and everything. There's no visual sign. Perhaps if there was, wildlife here, you would see birds flying away and that'd be some sort of indication. But unfortunately, it's just within a mile from here. So, but then again, the tower might be just a few miles away. So it's kind of hard to tell.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, what's
Yo.
up?
You.
Up to?
How's it going, man?
You doing all right, James?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good, man.
This is Ragnar speaking from the beyond.
This is really Dragnar. He was the Lich all along.
Ooh. He was Simon all along. He was never Rock. That was his master plan.
Yep.
I would say to Grant, I can hear Dragnar's voice now. I can tell exactly what the trolls are. His tracking skills, I've inherited them.
See, what you guys failed to realize is when you guys were doing the illusion to make Dragnar look like Simon, you guys were actually not making an illusion. It was just Simon.
Right. Is
No.
that a thing we did?
Shit.
Yeah, it was Rock and Al both kind of coordinating minor illusions to try to make it look like Simon. It's pretty cool. During the hostage negotiation or whatever it was. But anyways, I digress. That was many sessions ago. So yeah, Al, it's hard to tell. It's not like so close that you're gonna have trolls running at you guys anytime soon, right?
Mhm.
But it is definitely in the direction you guys are at least had planned to travel.
Mhm. Then I'd let Grant know. They're at least further away than they were last night. I can only hear them. I can't see anything, so I feel safe right now. But we should definitely keep on guard for the night.
Right. Right. We
The
might
thing that bothers
need,
me more is
we might
they're
need
right in our
Marb
way.
to help us get around him. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I know we don't like detouring. I know Calisor feels a little rushed, but I don't like the idea of.
But yeah, it's better safe than sorry. 100%.
I'm all aboard. Yeah. I'm hoping we're close enough that Even if we can't spare it, I think it's worth sparing that time. I don't want to run in any of these things.
So do we? I guess more out of character, like how unruly are like trolls, or they're like completely impossible to reason with, or
Do we
I mean,
know?
so based on the history check y'all did last time, you know that some of them are used as mercenaries. So there are groups of them that, if you provide them, you don't know what. I mean, maybe it's financial compensation or something. You can get them to fight because they're not. The general thing is trolls are not known to be very smart. They don't need to be. They just rely on their bulk and their natural ability to heal. So it allows them to be like perfect shock troops. And it also allows them to live a very long time. So if you can, there are certain things that they find interest in. That's all you know. Like, you guys didn't roll phenomenally to know exactly how to get a troll to work for you.
Riddles.
Oh,
Tell them
okay.
riddles.
But yeah, I'll say at this point, Al, if you've been cooking, the food is starting to, get to everyone's nostrils, even in a sleeping state. And it's about that time where, it's time to maybe end your watch and get some food in y'all's bellies, get that last hour in, and then get going, or whatever the plan is for the day.
If it's towards the end of the watch, I definitely do that.
Okay.
And I'd also let Grant know that So since yesterday, the ladle, with items when you can just kind of feel they've got some kind of something in them, it
Mhm.
felt kind of dull over the last night.
Okay.
I don't think it's working as good as it was.
Oh, it's not giving us that juice that kind of either makes us feel amazing or there was that one time it messed you guys up a little bit, but that's not a thing it does. You can't like we can't make like 20 pots of soup in one day and get that effect on all of them. Clearly.
Yeah, but it's still you've used
Does
it
it
quite a few
look the
times.
same, Al? Is it like less shiny? Does it look strange at all to you today? Or I guess it's kind of dark and picks up a log from the fire and walks over and like
Okay.
shines it on the ladle, I guess.
Up to you, Al.
It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't look dull, but something I know it's dull. Holding it, I don't know.
You three tinkerers are better with these magical things than I am, honestly.
That's fair. I guess the way I spellcast is based a lot on emotion and stuff. It's just kind of flow.
Right.
So maybe that's related. Yeah. But you've used this quite a bit more than I have. So you said I can still make a big pot of soup
Right.
with
I think
small amount of
you can.
ingredients.
What was that? Sorry.
I can still make a lot of soup with a small amount of ingredients.
I'm not sure. We can give it a try.
You can read
Alright.
over the item. It's there.
I think it does.
It'll still work even without the magic charge, right?
The charge is just to enchant the food.
Yeah, that section begins.
It should
Furthermore,
still have some effect. It probably won't be as tasty. If we use these rations, I mean, it's going to taste just like rations. It's not going to taste very good without the magic, I don't think.
all right, time to get cooking and find out.
Well, with the
But we're on a march. This is a good time to be eating gruel and drinking plain water. This is the right setting.
It
Oh,
is
yeah.
when everything's got the earthy grit, kind of like potatoes with skin, but water with dirt in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
When we get back to town, we can all enjoy a nice, regular cooked meal. Something from the cafeteria will be nice, or the mess hall. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I guess until then, taste like adventure.
I mean, yeah. So Al, as you're kind of, mixing in the Lawbear's dry biscuits and then Grant's divinely conjured water that always, always, always tastes like it's from like the top of a mountain and it's super crisp and cold. And you're ladling it and you're stirring it with the ladle, and you see, inside your cooking pot vessel that it does increase in volume and size as always. And you swear, like, you could literally throw anything in there, and you do go ahead and grab a handful of dirt and just throw it in the pot, and you stir it for some more flavor, and you taste it. And as always, it is just delicious.
Gotta get those vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
Is
So, yeah.
is that a normal thing that tieflings eat? You guys mix in some dirt all the time?
What? Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Never.
I go back to stirring.
Yeah, you realize that Grant noticed you do it, and you're a little bit like, oh shit. Oh well. But yeah, eventually, with the sun starting to come up, the smells are starting to get there. Calsor will be the first one to wake, and based off what Calsor asked me to do, Calsor will go over to where you guys have some of your packs stored, and he'll kind of go through and find the scrawlings. And he'll spend a little time trying to discern. Well, it came to his realization that you guys never figured out how to get into the tower. There's a tower, but you guys never considered how to get in it. And it came to him at night that he needed to check on this. So if someone would be so kind as to roll me an investigation check for Calusor, and he will guidance himself because he told me he would. So please be so kind.
What is his wisdom or his intelligence in investigation?
Investigation is a +2, so d20 +2 plus d4.
Big money, big money.
Nice, 17.
Cool.
Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that +4 from the guidance.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
guidance.
yeah. All right. So Calsor is, you guys will see him kind of get up, and he'll kind of briefly greet you as he goes to the packs and he sits down and he starts looking through it. And Al, he kind of comes to you. He's like, Al, he kind of comes to you like, what does this mean? He kind of points it out, and it's just more notes about like the ways to get in, or like the surrounding area, essentially, like how to know if you're getting to the tower. And everything so far checks off the list. More hills, crazy amount of those disgusting Usnia, hordes and hordes of undead. Everything is a check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. And then Cal says, okay, cool. So you guys are on to, and with a 17, he's on track to find it. He reads of an entrance. There, it seems to be that there's just the tower's kind of sunken in, and there's just a main entrance to get in. Overgrown. The landscape is, desolate in a sense, with basically like the skeletons of vegetation and the skeletons of people and creatures. That's basically all that Calusor will be able to really discern. He actually did ask about wards and traps. There is note of annoying pygmies that seem to call the interior home, more nuisances and troublemakers than anything.
Pygmies? Is that like
the little like small thing? Like it just says pygmies. Essentially, it translates to pygmies. That's all that you get from it. And yeah, it's 17. That's basically what you get. So like little pygmies of bedlam and stuff like that. So take of it as you wish by the translations.
These damn congealed characters. It's all chicken scratch.
Yeah. It's always fun translating from one language to another. In this case, 2.5 languages smashed together into one. So, yeah.
So are we gonna have to fight our way past these little nuisances? I mean, not like you can tell exactly what the hag was thinking when she wrote that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of hard to insight check a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
Tell me the truth, piece of paper.
Talk.
Where's Rachel?
So, but yeah, as everyone gets, you guys go around and start waking everybody up. Calasor will continue to kind of read through. Will kind of, read through and continue mulling over the notes as y'all are eating your law bearer gruel, essentially. And you can see that who's actually trained and proficient in insight.
Davis is.
Yeah, so we'll say Davis. You notice that while Calsor's still eating, he's still mulling over and still like trying to find something. After he's kind of, when you all have been woken up, he's kind of told you like, I can't find anything about. I just think there's an entrance. I think there's annoying little pygmies that are menaces and they cause bedlam. I don't know what they mean by this. I was hoping to see if there's traps or anything. I can't. They don't say anything.
I'm sure we can figure something else once we get there. I mean, it's got to be some way in. We can always make a way in if we have to.
Marv, do we have any boom left over?
I don't think we do. Let me check real quick. We do not.
Oh well. Yeah, we can always open some other way in. Sure.
I mean, we can probably make some sort of.
I mean, we can send Pebble scouting around as well. Like maybe even up top, see if we can somehow get in up top.
I don't know. The tower is
Or
probably
dig below.
the most painful place for Pebble, right?
Oh, that's right.
It might
Yeah.
be. I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
we
you're
can
right.
ask
You're right.
Pebble to do much more. Tonight.
Maybe Calisor's little friend
Sure.
could. I don't know if he can climb all the way up there.
Hans, yeah, Hans might actually feel good at the tower.
It's possible. So yeah, anything else you guys want to do this morning?
No. I guess we would ask Calisor would be the one doing water walk if we need it today.
Maybe we should get an early start if we can.
Sure.
Mhm.
I think so. I think. Oh, we would definitely. When Marv wakes up, we tell him like that last night. Al and I heard trolls in the direction we've been traveling towards where the tower is. So we.
Oh, I told the second watch, but maybe not y'all. But yeah, I found some troll tracks while foraging for food. They're kind of like a day away or so, but definitely around the area. So we can keep an eye for more tracks as we keep heading to the tower.
Okay. So, it's the sun is. Sorry, I'm just responding to something. So yeah, so as you guys are getting up, the sun is starting to kind of come up and all that. Uh, the undead are still out and about. You're on your hill. You're starting to break down your camp as per usual. How do you guys want to depart? What is the plan?
Yeah, water walk. Do we want to use the braes?
I would probably say not the brace. Let's go kind of like tracking or slower, just looking for those troll tracks and going
Should we go stealthy then? Like maybe pass
around
out
them.
trace?
Yeah, we can go past without trace and water walk. I think that's double for Cal, so
So
I don't know if any of those are concentration.
no, I would remind you that the survival pouch did not reset, the horn did not reset,
Oh, that's right.
yeah. I think all those
Oh,
things.
but I think I
unfortunately-
still have.
The ladle also
Right.
didn't? Is that why y'all were having that
Yeah.
conversation? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so no special effect, but the food.
Yummy, yummy.
Still tasty and
still
still a
tastes
lot
pretty
of
good.
it.
Survival pouch still has 3 charges.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you
We
still have
can
a
use
few
maybe
for-
some food for later, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Good to know.
I'd end up needing some rope to, something.
Don't you have a special rope?
I have
Actually, I
5
have
torches.
special rope, don't I?
Oh, yeah, magic rope.
We have 5 8-hour torches.
Oh, that's right. We did create some torches yesterday. We should, instead of pass without trace, we should just use those, I would say.
Hey, we can
We can
start.
do
Although
both.
Path Without Trace would help us avoid the trolls too.
Yeah, if they're not undead.
Uh,
Which I don't think they are.
But it would be nice if Marb had all his spells before we started the fight. Either way.
Sorry, Anita's watching something funny.
Okay.
I don't even think seeing
All right, cool.
visibility
So
would
yeah,
help
so if you guys
us,
are gonna
so-
do a torch, someone.
Yeah. Thanks, Rock. Yeah, we definitely should go ahead and use one of these undead torches. Although no matter what, we need to be pretty quiet today. It's pretty thick, and we got to avoid the trolls too.
All right. So with that, general marching order, is anyone going to be scouting ahead, or are you guys just all kind of leaving as a group?
I can probably scout ahead a little bit, or at least in front of the group for troll tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I could like determine the easiest terrain to traverse, but as efficient as we can be moving towards the tower.
All right. With that, Marb, go ahead as you start kind of venturing. The camp has been broken down. You guys have discussed it. Who's holding the torch actually? Who's going to be burning the first?
I guess I have all the torches, so I'll burn the
Rock,
torches.
maybe,
Okay.
or Davis,
Yeah,
someone near the.
I'll show you.
All right. So, fun enough, guys. I didn't mention this, but we got new little additional token markers for you guys. So there's about 50 more of them to help with, conditions and other effects. So enjoy. So yeah, so go ahead. I'll let you know how many hours or how much time we'll be adventuring. But Rock will kind of light the torch. Marb, you're gonna kind of rely on yourself for the time being, as the bubble of the smoke is only so wide. Go ahead and give me a. It's actually gonna be kind of 3 checks. The group can help you with perception to try to help you, best find an opening to leave. So you can do me a perception check at advantage, and then you can do a stealth check, and then you can do a survival check.
Okay, that's perception. Oof.
Okay.
Stealth.
Cal will guide you on the Cal will give you a guidance. You can use it on the survival or the stealth, whatever you decide. He'll kind of reach over,
Let me see my survival. You said on survival.
He'll say, "Find the path, Barb. We need to get out of here."
Okay, so that's stealth.
21. Okay.
And then survival. And survival.
1 roll. Nice. Thank All right. So yeah, as you know, Marb kind of looks around. And the group's kind of helping him be like, nope, nope, not yet, not yet. Okay. And eventually, Marb, you kind of slink off. As you do, Rock lights the torch, and just kind of to get a little bit more light, maybe even waving it a little bit to try to distract some of the undead off to the one side. You seemingly just kind of make your way through, kind of taking a few slow steps, kind of waiting. You see like one undead got it back to you, and you're just kind of watching it kind of slowly turn. You're just kind of ghosting it, and then once it gets out of your, you are successfully, comfortably out of its possible periphery. You kind of move faster and get by it, and you kind of get to the tree line. And this takes a little while because there's a lot of undead. You're talking dozens that you're kind of navigating through. However, as you do get to the tree line, you kind of are more or less familiar with where you were previously, and you find your set of troll tracks, and you see those couple of just dismembered and just destroyed undead. And the group, you're kind of waiting, you're kind of holding your breath because there's still not too much light. So Rock and Grant, you're having difficulties keeping an eye on Marb at far such a distance, especially in kind of like the dark underbrush or so. And Marb does eventually just kind of vanish to everyone, even with dark vision, because he keeps going a little bit further, and it takes 7 so minutes before you guys see Marb emerging back out. And Marb, in this time, you were able to kind of find the tracks and just kind of essentially correlate them, and they seem to be going in the general direction that you want to go. So you know that the troll tracks might be your best bet. Now, to get a group of 6 people to navigate might be difficult, Marb. So you very much aware that you might have to sort of fight your way at times. Like, just looking at the fact that, you have Grant in his armor and shield, Davis in his, burly pauldrons and chain link.
So everyone get naked. We're gonna cover ourselves in mud. We're gonna do Predator style.
Again?
Got it. Heard mud is good for the skin.
Yeah, I'm
Had mud for breakfast too, huh?
Shh, not so loud.
I mean, it's a colloquial. No, that's not the right word. Yeah, it's just a saying. It's not actually mud.
Sweet. I just let them know, like, well, actually, are y'all following behind me, or because we're moving from the mountain, right?
A little far back from you, right? You're out ahead of us, outside of the vision, at least.
Okay, so I'll wait for the group to catch up to me slightly, and I can tell them like, hey, like, found more troll tracks. They seem to be going the exact same direction we are, possibly to the tower, like the wizard tower. So I think it's gonna be impossible to avoid a troll encounter at all. We'll just I suggest like we keep moving slowly and see if we can scout them a little bit ahead without them seeing us first, so we can slightly strategize and not end up calling like a bunch more trolls towards whatever troll we encounter. We don't know how big these raiding troll parties are, but if we can pick up like 2 or 3 at a time instead of 6 or 8, I think it'll be best. But yeah, the tracks are just happen to be going the same direction, so we're gonna have to fight at one point. So everyone, like, strap your armor belts and get your swords ready in case something happened. But just if I find them, like, I'll bacaw semi loud, and just know that danger's around. Like, I'll try to make it sound like a swamp. I'll use my ghoul growl. Growl, so it sounds like it's just another undead. But I'll make it in like grarb, 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 like a little sing-songy one. So it's me, and that means like trolls are a lot closer
Does that
it's
mean
kind of like
charge?
stay down. That means like danger close, like get down, quiet, and like be
Okay.
really on your alert.
Good use
Barb,
of
do you want to
mimicry.
make a second call for help? Come save me, or are you just gonna start screaming at that point?
Yeah, if it's help, it's gonna
I've
be like, help, I'm gonna die. Then you'll
That
know.
means retreat.
piggybacking on
Got it.
that. I think the Horn of Silent Alarm has a couple charges left, so if you're too close to him, I don't know if trolls ambush. If you're too close to him, you can give that a shot.
Ooh, do I still no, I give you back the horn. Sweet, I'll give that a try, but then who should I ping from the group?
Well,
Guess it's gonna be very sudden, so someone.
I think me and Davis are most used to the noise. Hopefully we won't. I don't think Davis would yell when if he hears it.
Okay, sweet. Then
Either of us two.
I'll ping or I'll psychically ping Davis. So if you just hear the horn, that means like trolls are around. So tell the whole party to like
Got it.
go slower, quiet down, like get your weapons ready, and then I'll circle back and try to meet you guys and hopefully give you some numbers or more info as much as I can find. Sounds good.
Roger.
Good plan, Marb.
Sweet. Let's go and just try to be as sneaky silent as possible.
okay. So with the way that I understand the plan is going to work, Marb will not be able to benefit from the radius of the torch because he's going to be out in the front, kind of cutting a path for you guys. So as the group will kind of head out, Marb, any stealth check that'll happen, unless of Marb, unless if you come back to the group and are successfully inside, completely wholly within the 30-foot or so sphere of smoke, you'll get to just roll your normal stealth. Everyone else can roll, with that +10 against undead.
Adam, I would like to give Nico Cat's Grace, but it only lasts an hour, so I'm not.
Okay.
Ooh,
But
I was
yeah, it's
gonna
like
give
once
myself
this
that
plan
too.
kind of starts and we know the trolls are kind of close, and I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, I hope the lawbearer will help you stay hidden and cast Cat's Grace on Marb.
Sweet. Thank you. I'll take any God's blessing I can use.
Okay. So let's go ahead. Grant, go ahead and put that yellow dot that you're concentrating on the spell, please.
Oh, I have control of the globe and not my token.
Really? Interesting.
That's a weird.
That's weird.
I
So
can put a dot on
my
the
globe.
token.
And it literally says Grant represents Grant Frostmason, controlled by Grant Frostmate. Okay, give me a second.
Do you need to change?
Grant is actually just like a hologram projection
Do you
that
need to
comes from
change
the
the
globe.
thing on the
Yeah, my
bottom?
soul
Angie?
is inside the drift globe. I'm a little hamster rolling around inside the drift.
Angie,
I'd like
change
to
the thing on
disguise
the
self
bottom
as
right,
Grant.
maybe.
And cast illusion on Drift Globe. So they look like Grant as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the thing on the bottom right.
No, I
don't
meant
know.
Angie changed it where it says as so and so. Change that to.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, see if you change your, yeah, to say Grant Frostmason or something.
Oh, I'm probably lagged out. I need to refresh.
Okay.
Okay.
One of those funky Roll20 UI things.
Yeah, you're good.
Sometimes happens.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put the yellow dot for concentration.
Cash
Nah.
in a level 2, and if it gets to a second hour, I will recast it.
All right, ask him to come back and recast it. Got it. I'm just gonna put a
Yeah, so-
little up arrow for notification that he's got advantage.
So yeah, Grant would tell Marbs like, I can only maintain this blessing on you for about an hour. So if we travel that long, come back and I'll reenact it.
Sweet. If we get in a pickle. Wait, what happens if I cast out of character Cat's Grace on myself?
It
Does
doesn't
Oh, you
stack.
have
double
it?
stack?
No, it does not stack.
Quadruple
Quadruple
advantage.
advantage.
10 dice. Pick the best of the
Unfortunately,
10 dice.
yeah. So the way that advantage disadvantage works in this, there's not necessarily even a stack. So, to take an aside, so like with Magic the Gathering, there's a stack, and if you say you had 2 instances of advantage and 1 instances of disadvantage, you would still technically have advantage in Magic of the Gathering. In D&D, it doesn't work like that. In D&D is you could have 50 sources of advantage and 1 source of disadvantage, and it just becomes a regular roll. Like they don't interact it that way.
So
And
it's just
then,
a toggle status.
yeah, and then there is no such thing unless I will say this, unless you have the lucky feat, and that is a little asterisk. There is no such thing as super advantage or super disadvantage unless if you have a feature that enables it. So with the lucky feat, as written and actually as intended by the developers, is if you roll at disadvantage and then you lucky it, you still get to pick any one of those 3 dice, because that's what lucky lets you do. It says you roll a dice and you pick the result of the dice. So you could roll a 1 and a natural 20 on your disadvantage, lucky it, roll whatever die, it doesn't matter, and then you'd be like, I take the natural 20. Thank you. That's really one of the only ways to get around disadvantage effectively.
Ooh, okay. If we run into a sticky situation, I can recast it on myself
yeah.
for
Now, to be fair,
shenanigans.
you can cast another version of it of yourself. Like he put Cat's Grace on you, you can put Owl's Wisdom on yourself, if that's what you wanted to do. Because it is a single spell, but that's just because they didn't want to write the spell 6 times. So each type is a different instance.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh, I
So-
see.
Cat's Grace. Oh, it's supposed to. You're supposed to use a material every time. So like, I sprinkle some cat's whiskers on your head or something.
Yeah,
As I
you
do.
got
Whoa, I don't even want to ask where you got those, but
your
From
little
the
pouch.
from Wiggs. He has all the ingredients and shit. I don't know where he got it from. Probably
Alley
some. Oh god, he probably got it from the same mills that we just blew up. Oh jeez.
well,
Okay. So yeah, if you guys are going to depart, a little time will pass, and the undead will be a little bit less active as the sun does kind of come up. There's still a lot of them. However, Marb, if you are going to start, then you can go ahead and give me that stealth check at advantage, and then the group will follow with the benefits of Rock's torch, staying. And you got to tell me how many feet away. So 14.
We're pretty far back, so like 50, 60.
That makes sense. Okay.
Or we're pretty. I don't know how far back do you guys think we are? Maybe more even. Hello, cat.
Yeah. Jones had to say hi. He's like, "Hello, team."
Lord of Chaos, we praise you.
Yes. They are all saying, "All hail Jones."
He's blessed us with his appearance. It's gonna be a good session today. No one's gonna die.
Yeah.
Or we're all gonna die together.
No.
Or that's a good point.
Jones would never want y'all to die. He just wants to make it difficult for me to click on the right buttons.
Oh, to my baby.
So, all right, I'm trying to put stealth buttons on all of you. Okay, so the rest of you, as you kind of hold your breath and watch Marb weigh into, well, the same path, and you see the undead, go ahead and all of you can roll me stealth checks with a +10. And I'll go ahead and roll for Calcer just to keep the rolls clean.
Nice. I think got the pass without trace. Although I guess it's 13 for undead and
Yeah, I got it.
3 for non-undead.
Yeah, I got you. And if I disconnect, guys, sorry, he's jumping on the keyboard. He might hit the
problem.
what is it?
Exhausted
Classic Lord
also?
of Chaos.
No, you managed to shrug that off.
We had a couple nights since my.
Yeah.
No, I have.
You're not diseased anymore. You're not exhausted anymore.
Oh yeah,
basically
it is
fell-
heavy armor. You're right.
I thought your hex armor did actually impose disadvantage for stealth.
No, it
Oh, I
does.
actually rolled the worst. God damn it, Diddley.
It does, but if the total
Diddley, wow.
if the total is less than 10, then he can roll another time and take that one if he wants to.
no.
But unfortunately, kind of anti-synergy with Pass Without a Trace. So, all right. So as the group goes, Calisor he's in his element. He's just kind of taking advantage to it, and he will actually, for the first time in a while, you see he'll actually be in front of like this group. So it'll be Marb, and then Cal will be kind of in front with you guys, kind of skirting the edge of the smoke, with the rest of y'all seemingly clustered together. Al, impressive as always, light on his feet with so much armor on him. Sorry, go for normal. But yeah, so the group is able to move with those total stealth checks. Actually, I don't know. Where's my dice? I need a roll.
What do I want?
For them, you always want low. Okay,
What is it?
13.
Ooh.
So yeah, as you guys are trekking out and venturing off into, you starting to see, Marb, as you're kind of weaving, you're starting to see that the group is eventually going to run into like an impasse. You're in the woods. There's very few paths for the group to take, and you're starting to see that there's a couple of patrolling, just ghouls that are going to essentially run into them, and you're fairly certain that, well, they're gonna notice the group. There's not enough room, and you know that they're gonna be seen. So what do, Marb? You're very well hidden. But
I love you too.
What do I see?
Yes.
I'll try to drop a couple.
No,
So you see,
good mood.
oh, like a couple. You see like a pack of 3 ghouls essentially kind of marching this way as if they're going to intersect, and there's not really much room for your party to get out of the way.
Wait, but the party doesn't see them?
Yeah,
The
no,
ghouls don't see the party.
not yet, but you kind of, as you're kind of seeing this, you see that one of them kind of perks up and starts sniffing and then kind of goes down. You have like 6 or so seconds to make a decision before they act.
Okay, I'm gonna blow the horn to St. Davis and give that horn like a quick, like a short of a tap. I can hear it.
Okay.
And then shoot. You said it was this one in the right farthest corner.
Yeah, getting their names to get displayed. Give me 1 second. Just kind of move them.
Yeah, as soon as I heard the horn, I would just like tell everybody to stop in their tracks and like get ready, because something's coming.
All right.
You said it was only 3.
Do I have time to activate the prayer bead and shillelagh myself?
Nope, not at this point.
Okay.
This is Marb used his action to blow the horn. Now they get to go, and you guys are going to see what happens as a result. So give me just 1 second. I'm just plugging in their stats real quick so I don't have to constantly jump to different screens. So Marb, as you blow the horn, you have an eye on your companions, and you see that Davis kind of perks up, and you see him, motioning with his hands. And as they do, these ghouls all break and just start lunging forward, quickly closing the gap. As the group is not surprised as a result of this, they won't be doing attacks at advantage, but they will lunge, not at Calisor, because Calisor is like super stealthy. They will lunge 1 at Davis, 1 at Rock, and 1 at Grant.
Since I'm not surprised, gotta pop him once he gets into my range. with my ready to attack?
You can.
Okay.
Just roll all of them once. Thank you.
I probably
Man,
miss. Mine's an 11 to hit.
11, yeah. As you do, it's just kind of as you kind of go and you place your glaive in like almost a bracing position to kind of get it to stab. It just kind of slides off the side and kind of rouse up it, and just makes a big old slash towards. Well, got to move y'all in the appropriate. Right, so Davis, it like with its long, elongated like nails, it kind of slashes towards you, and it just misses. No issues. Rock, same thing, except this one gets like on your shell and starts kind of like crawling at it, but just doesn't cut through your shell. And then Grant, it rolled a natural 1. As it goes to lunge, it kind of stumbles and falls and now prone at your feet.
Nice.
So
Wow.
Get it off! Get it off! Yeah.
all right, and then as you see, they're that you see like the gray flesh. It seems to be mostly intact. There seems to be some wilts and some bruises and some open parts. Their fangs, their teeth have become like fangs. Their eyes are black and pupilless. Essentially, they have these long whipping tongues. They're long claws that seem to. That Grant, you would notice they're like dripping something just very slightly. Just some like there's like a little like secretion off their claws. And here, I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Using the character sheets in game? Or in,
Yes,
yeah.
let me just clear it real quick.
Does it look different? Is that whatever the heck's dripping off of them different than the ones that we saw before at all? I don't think.
You'll on your turn. I'll let you because you never noticed it before. I'll let you make a decision.
Sure.
But okay, go ahead and.
My character sheet is empty now.
Mine is empty as well.
Yeah, mine too.
Really?
Interesting. It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Cool. They must have updated something. All right. Cool. Well,
Let's roll it
everyone can
manually
just.
then.
Yeah. Let me add all of y'all to the initiative tracker.
Like integrated with D&D Beyond now or something? Just a new interface that Roll20 came up with?
I don't know.
No, I doubt they would do that.
I think it's just some sort of glitch.
I wonder when you upgraded if they like screwed stuff up or something.
It's possible. Man, you are on their team today. Anita is doing y'all a lot of justice today.
Yes.
All right, so these guys are. So I'm just gonna ask. I'm not reading, so y'all just have to tell me.
I put mine in.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh, you can actually edit your own, I think. Oh, that's convenient. I think y'all should be able to edit your own.
Hell yep. Yeah.
Neat. There's a command where you can reorder them, right? Reorder them.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
After. No, you have to manually put them in order.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Al, because I think you still have the horn. Do make sure you mark off one slot or one charge.
Done.
Okay. Oops. All right. This thing is more dexterous than you, so I'll just bump it up to a 10.2. And sending. Okay. So Marb, as you see these 3 snarling ghouls essentially lunge out towards your friends, Davis braces it, and there doesn't seem to be any contact. From 60, 70 feet away, what would you like to do?
Shoot them. I know we put silver resin, but that was like a very long time ago.
Yeah, and y'all didn't mention doing it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That will take me like a whole action to do it, right?
A whole minute. It's a whole minute. 10 actions.
Ooh, never mind. Then I'm just gonna shoot. Let's go with Bob over here.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
We don't see numbers on them, by the way.
Oh, you don't see him.
No.
Oh.
What is this little symbol by this?
That's
guy?
prone.
He's prone, so you would know that shooting him would be more difficult because he's a smaller target.
Round. Okay. Okay. Before I shoot them, bonus action to put quarry.
Right. Yep.
Where is my quarry counter? Oh, I see it.
Go ahead and mark one off.
Quarry, And I'll ping
Which
number
one?
3.
Number 3. Okay, so he is now hunter's marked. All right. As he is like lunging, you take your arrow, notch it, go ahead and pew pew.
I'm not gonna sharpshoot it for now. Sweet, sweet, sweet. 22.
Definitely hits. He really does
Murder
hit.
him
Okay.
again. I guess he's technically dead already.
He's not damaged, so no colossal failure.
6. Yeah. And then
I missed. I'm sorry.
+4, +3, +7. Okay,
Oh.
12.
Yeah, Davis, as he's like lunging and like starting to like snarl, you just see this like thunk and like and starts like snarling and starts scratching kind of at the back of like its neck where you see an arrow protruding, but it's still there, kind of scratching at you. Marb, you can go ahead and shoot again.
I'll shoot him again. 26.
Definitely hits.
And he would be damaged by this point?
Yeah,
He
you
is
just damaged him.
Yep.
Okay, but it's now colossal.
So
Not colossal, and then that was once per turn. Okay, 13 damage is the
You get your
you
hunter's
do
mark
get
still.
your hunter's mark. You do get a d6, but it doesn't matter. The damage is enough
Oh,
to where when you shoot him, you see, and Davis, as it's scratching, you see another arrow kind of in the same area, thunk, and it slumps over. All right, nice job, Marb. Are you doing anything?
nope, those were my 2 action bonus action. I'm good.
All right, Davis.
I'll step up to this one.
Okie dokie.
10 feet away. Schmack it.
All right,
I will do Greater Weapon Master. Why not for this one?
sure.
That's gonna be 15 to hit.
Hits.
All right. This is gonna be chunky damage. Let's see. Ooh, max damage is gonna be 21 damage.
You strike it, and as you do, you cleave like its entire arm off, part of its ear, part of its face. Like you get to the point where the skin is exposed, and you see like the inner workings of its jaw, all the way down to the shoulder. Clean cleave off of its arm, and it's just swiping with one arm at you.
Yeah. So, but it's still standing.
Yes, it's still
That's just
standing. It
in
looks
weird pieces.
hella. Yeah.
All right, I'll go again. Sure, Greater Weapon Master. Why not? Go big, go home. Same thing actually. So let's
Nice.
just hit.
Okay. Minimum damage will kill it at this point.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I do
as
at
you
least
do-
11 or 12 damage once I do Greater Weapon
it
Master.
has 1 hit points. So yeah, as you do, you kind of take your blade and swing it around and just cleave off its other arm, and it just and it just
Nice.
starts falling motionless.
Bonus action.
Yep.
I will.
Marb is too far.
No, yeah, I figured, and I don't know if I can even see him, right? So.
Yeah, true.
I would just tell Grant to say like, smack that thing next to you. It's on the ground. Hit him while it's down.
Smack it with my hammer.
You get
Stomp it.
advantage because it's prone.
But be quiet while you do it.
I do not have my shillelagh yet.
Up, advantage.
Shillelagh.
Come on. All right, that's better.
15.
That hits.
Oh, do I get to reroll? No.
No, it's spell damage.
Nope.
All right.
3 damage.
Yeah, as you do it, it's like down and starting to get up. You just give it a crack, and it kind of you flatten it back down. It starts getting up and starts clawing at your greave, not actually cutting through. Are you doing anything else, sir?
That's still my turn. I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit, yeah. Calisaur. I'll just do it because Calisaur told me how he wants to fight. Calisaur will. Well, the thing's prone. That's not exactly what he wanted to do. He will. Actually, I don't remember what cantrips he has, and if he has to pull it, if he does it.
Let's do a
Thorn Whip?
moonbeam over all the party.
Yeah.
His
No,
Thorn
it
Whip
doesn't
is
work.
his only damage cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Don't
what
this
he will
job.
do, what he will do instead, he will take his action to release Hans and send Hans scuttling off to go see, and then he will position himself for another turn. All right, Grant, go ahead.
Read the scroll.
I will smack. I might as well activate. Activate Shillelagh. It's my bonus action, and then I will attack it.
Okay.
Believe it's pronounced Shillalag.
Shalalag.
Shillelagh.
Here you go.
Is
a
he
little
still
ice-
down?
Yes, he's still down. So
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead,
I rolled a
again.
D8. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So you rolled a D8 again.
Jesus, actually.
The D8 was better.
All right, it's still an advantage, so go ahead and roll
Okay.
again. All right, the
All right,
16
there
hits.
you go. Natural
Yeah.
16 after
Mhm.
many.
The 16 most certainly hits. So go ahead and give it that smack.
Now I actually want to help. 5 more damage.
Okay, yeah. As you do, it's still down. You just smack, smack.
It's like partially obscured by swamp crap, and you're just like, I don't know where to hit.
Yeah, actually, the fact that y'all are not completely or like kind of on more spongy ground, it's starting to absorb the hit a little bit. Al, your turn.
Oh, I do get a turn. Let's go. Do I have enough movement to flank with Rock?
Sure.
Oh.
You guys are kind of tightly grouped. It's still prone, so you will still get to attack at advantage anyways.
Cool, cool. I'm a skid in and be like, be quick, be quiet, and then I'm gonna give him a couple stabs.
Okay, go ahead. Both at it or
Shush, 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 as you stab him.
yeah. Shh, shh, shh.
Shit, I copied instead of pasted. One sec.
It's okay.
That was the most relatable thing I've heard all day.
You just hit.
Expertise.
Finesse, it's all finesse.
All finesse as this poor ghoul is still on the ground. Yeah, go ahead and give it the
Damage.
damages. Al, you go and you sink your yeah, it's your rapier, right? You sink it like in its like low where its kidney would be, and you whip it out, and you're kind of expecting like a squirt of blood, and it's just this dark, like almost black, like viscous string kind of like attached, right? Like ugh, as you pull your blade out. It's still standing, or it's still prone.
Yeah, still not
Flailing.
standing.
Yeah.
Not vital enough. You need another stab.
Yeah. You hit. See if you crit. Okay. Yeah.
Stab at the
Wait, that was damage.
That's fine. It's enough. You still hit. Like, don't worry.
Okay.
All right, go for the crit though.
Yeah. You can see if you get the crit if you want to. That's fine.
The
He
new
did.
one is an 18. It's
Okay, yeah. You still hit, and as you do, you sink it in, and this time you go more towards where the spine is, and you kind of and you feel your rapier go between the vertebrae and sever something, and it just kind of.
Oh, that's how I kill people.
All right, Rock. All right, the ghoul's turn. They're dying. Rock, what do you do?
Everything's dead.
They were already dead when they got here.
Well, everything's got X's in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out with Calisaur,
Okay.
and you know, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at one of the
Kelsor's
ghouls.
backing away like, excuse me.
Just for fun, I'll throw a firebolt at one of the bodies just to burn it a
Sure.
little.
Yeah, that's fine. As you do, you huck a little bit of fire at it. And
No, I missed though.
You should roll for attack.
You're gonna
Maybe
set-
you'll
I
get
did. I rolled a 4. I missed.
You're gonna set the swamp on fire again.
It's like, all
a
right,
giant explosion.
There will
so
be
yeah, all
sloth
right.
lives for this.
Marb, anything?
Sorry, I was sneezing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Roll for sneeze.
Little chewer.
Do. Let me think. Can I roll anything to detect any more ghouls approaching?
You can give me a perception check. Yay, my players are thinking. I'm so happy.
Perception. Yeah, perception.
That'll be your action to perceive. 15.
25.
Yeah,
25.
25. Oh, sorry, yeah, 25. So yeah, Marb, as you're kind of have a little perspective on the group and you're scanning and listening, you hear the sounds of movement kind of in multiple directions coming from a distance, but it seems like the quick commotion and the snarls did alert something. What do you do? That was your action to take in your surroundings.
Oh, fudge. It's a bonus action. Let me check something real quick.
You know, it's a free action to communicate in a small amount. So
Well, you'd have to yell it though.
It's too
Yep.
far. Yeah, he's way out of range to talk.
Wait, how far away I'm from the group?
you're about 70 or so feet.
35.
Wow, I was
I
actually
was gonna say
correct.
that's. I don't think this
Ooh.
playmat was
the
meant
draw-
to be
yeah.
Not
to
exactly
scale, but
Scale, but kind
Yeah,
of close to the situation. Yeah.
that's kind of impressive.
I'm gonna get as close as possible. Kind of like halfway seas there, and then let me check. Just expeditious. How do you spell expeditious?
EXPE. It should.
Here is a bonus action. Ah, I'm so stupid. Can I retro? No,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
then,
you still have a bonus action.
as a bonus action, on each of your turns, you can take a dash action. But you'll also take a bonus action to cast it on myself. I'll cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, just so that I'm a little more speedy.
Okay, sounds good. Does Expeditious Retreat a concentration
is.
spell? Okay, so go ahead and put a yellow dot on yourself as you're concentrating. And we'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a fast
I
forward.
don't know how to do that.
So if you click on your token, you'll see
This
that
one?
there's.
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
Nice.
Oh,
Now you're
okay,
dead.
now I'm dead.
Bleh.
Sweet.
Oops.
So yeah, so Marb, as you kind of advance the group, you'll see Marb very hastily kind of advance Davis.
Yeah, so he'll basically make it all the way here. He's like 10 feet away now, right? Because if he dashed on
yeah.
that turn.
Yeah, if he uses Expeditious.
No, because I would have to use
No,
my
that-
bonus action to
You can do it
cast
when
the
you cast
spell
the spell.
before I could use it to
But
dash.
then, as part of the casting of the spell, it allows you to dash action as a bonus, like as part of the casting. If you're doing the material one.
Yeah, it says when you cast the spell and then as a bonus action. But when you
Mhm.
cast the spell, you can take the dash action,
Oh.
basically.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then I will get exactly. And I said
Mhm.
like, oh, free action to talk. I just say,
Mhm.
hey guys, like there's something else coming. Like something definitely got attracted to our position. So
Okay, that's what you get. That's what you get to say. That's good.
yep.
So
Hi,
I
David.
will just wait for I'll be like, okay, so lead the way. And then I'll just wait until he's ready to go. Actually, I guess I'll look. Is this thing like? Are these things actually like dead? Because
Yeah,
I saw a firebolt go at one. I was like, I thought I killed it.
they're motionless.
Oh, I'll kick it.
Motionless. Calisaur will come up to the closest one, and he'll take his sickle and grab the thing's arm and just cut its claw off.
Interesting.
"Let's go."
He's just collecting claws now. I see.
Let's go. All right, David. Grant, what would you like to do?
Probably just get close to the group
Mhm.
and get ready to follow.
Okay.
I don't think just scanning around, but I'm not seeing anything else.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, as you're scanning around, just with your passive perception and being alerted to this, you do hear, as if things are moving through the brushes and the foliage and like they're making their way alerted to this commotion. Al.
I think I would stick with the group as well. I'd like to give a bardic inspiration to Grant, but just kind of casual, telling him like, "Come on, we got this. Let's get going. We got to get going,"
That's gotcha.
and probably focus on stealth as I kind of crack
Okay.
away. Stay with the group.
So yeah, Yeah, Grant found it. So we got the coolest one for Bardic Inspiration. It's actually just a little loot. Or a layer. A layer. I love it.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Hooves.
all right, Rock. As the group is kind of discussing, what do you do?
Sorry, eating.
Okay.
I disguise myself as a ghoul.
Okay.
But I'll warn the group first to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna blend in case more of these things come by. And then I'm gonna change myself into a ghoul, and when they're gonna kind of walk a little ways away, so if anything sees me, they'll see me first, and I'll just look like I'm one of them shambling around.
Okay.
Can I spend my turn tackling Rock?
I mean,
He told you he was doing it.
Yeah, he told you he was doing it. So yes, you can. He still gets to move a little bit. So give it a second. Because it's it's like in the moment, but you are next in turn, so he won't get but 30 feet away from you, and you are speedy fast. Just give me one
Okay.
second. Layer. No, I want to put you in front. Damn it! Why won't you let me do it?
Why is
Alright.
there a Gatling laser icon in a D&D setup?
I don't know.
It's not pure D. It's not all D&D, right?
It's not D&D. It's just useful icons for different things.
Sure. Use that in like Star Wars or
Yeah.
I then pull out my Gatling laser and start shooting.
I knew you had it.
Psych. It was never a shell. It's
I
just an
cast
armor
level 3 Gatling laser.
Yeah.
Both lasers.
with
Uh,
a laser.
What's your name in here? Rock. Okay, Rock. All right, you should be able to control this ghoul, Rock.
Razal Ghoul.
Yeah, raw ghoul. As he's like this ghoul holding a torch, walking away from the group.
I just want to put my hand on his shoulders, like,
Mhm.
Rock. Wait. I can't tell if they're trolls or more ghouls, and I'm
Uh,
afraid if they're trolls, they'll be more aggressive towards ghouls, since we know they've been smashing and bashing them.
Guys, let's go,
As
let's go,
with
let's go.
move, can we just try to leave the area, and maybe if we get a clue that they're more ghouls, I'll give you a signal. I'll shoot you in the neck again with a pebble or something really small. Sorry, I should have prefaced that. I'll throw something at you really small, just to let you know that it's safe, that you can turn into a ghoul. But while there's trolls around, I think it's a bad idea to become a ghoul.
well, he is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's good. It's not my turn to say anything, anyways. So
Yeah. So at this point, real quick, as it is a little bit loosey now, we're still gonna keep the initiative order if it comes up again. You are able to act. If you guys do, Marb has kind of grabbed Rockaghoul, kind of slowed him down. The torch is burning, so y'all are surrounded by that smoke. Calisor will just say, let's just kind of move slowly and kind of hide. We got to get going. And then he's going to go ahead and roll a stealth check. So, and you see him just kind of find a larger section of where the tree is and just kind of push up against it. Kind of look, and he takes the little claw that he has and just kind of stuffs it somewhere in his his leather jacket, essentially.
I do the same. Follow suit.
Okay.
But way worse.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are all together, so if you do go roll a stealth check, you can all benefit from the torch right now.
I just split it out because in case there's a not undead.
do I get an advantage because I'm a ghoul and I look like spooky things?
No, you just look like one.
You look like one. I mean, no.
Worth a shot.
No, I mean, you know what? Go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll it twice, and I'll allocate it as need be.
My first roll was a 17, so
Okay.
I'm 32.
Adam, I'd like to be. I don't know. I don't know how I do it fictionally, but I'd
Mhm.
like Grant to be recasting Shillelagh every
Okay.
minute or
Yeah,
so.
sure.
So
That's
maybe
fine.
he takes the bead off of his neck and he's like holding it in his shield hand.
Yeah.
And he's like maybe touching it to his forehead every minute or so. It's like a prayer ritual, something like that. But there's, it's so he's just kind of recasting Shillelagh, and his hammer glows a little bit, kind of lightly every time he does it every minute.
Yep. Sounds good. So I like that. That's cool for the foreseeable future until you guys take a break. I'll just assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah, specifically during this
Mm-hmm.
this point where we might be running into a fight right away.
All right. Hey, well, Anita's not here to roll. Okay, so as you guys kind of follow suit, with Calisaur, and you more or less push up against some trees and vegetation, you do see, and I mean, I won't put them on here as tokens, but you do see that there are. Oh yeah, Grant gets disadvantage. I forgot. Disadvantage, Grant.
I have to do it, so does he.
Yeah. Okay, 50. So yeah, so Grant, this time you guys have all kind of more or less lying, kind of taken suit, calmed you, moving very slowly, and then those footsteps and the moving of bushes and all that, you see ghouls and husks, more husks than anything, start kind of sweeping through. And then you see like one of the ghouls kind of carry over to where you have like the three that are dead, and it's kind of lifts one of it, like its dead comrades, kind of up and starts sniffing the air, and they just kind of all and then you just see like about a dozen or so smattering of husks and ghouls pass on by you guys, seemingly unable to spot you. Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Shit my pants.
Yeah, but
What direction are they heading in? Are they heading in the direction we want to go in?
No, they basically came and like cut across y'all.
Okay.
Like y'all are going, let's say, like left to right. They went south to north, basically. Strong.
Okay, I will not follow them as a ghoul then.
All right.
take a quick deep breath.
Cal will kind of pull out the thing and be like, with the claw. What do you think that the dripping means? If you're proficient in history, you can roll. Or sorry, religion, you can roll a check.
Out of curiosity, would Calisaur be checking the shard? Because I thought he thought he might kind of use it as a compass.
That's true. I will remember that. He didn't put in his
Okay.
notes, but I'll try to remember that.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Calisaur also
Still
noticed something weird about ghouls and just highlighted it. Grant will think about it. 17.
Interesting. So both of you guys know that the claws of a ghoul deliver a like an additional punch that causes the body to seize up and become helpless. That's what makes ghouls so dangerous in large packs, is that eventually you will succumb to it and be unable to move.
Oh, I see. They hunt
Yeah,
like
mechanically.
scorpions or something. They hunt. They paralyze their prey before they feed.
Yep. They will almost always go with their claws before they bite. That Al, you will know that just off of that. Like ghouls will always, because you're 20, they'll claw you before they bite you.
Oof. I definitely share that with the group. They got some kind of toxin. It's like Grant mentioned. It's like a scorpion. Paralyzes you almost. You can't move. Can't do anything. Just avoid the claws at all costs. We can't.
Okay.
I don't think we can afford that with their numbers.
Yeah. At this, to use a wargaming term, it's weight of dice essentially. At that point, it's what they rely on, just weight of attacks. All right, so it's been a few minutes. You've had the claw, and Cal will just kind of throw it to the ground, assuming that it's no longer needed.
Wait, can we keep it?
You
As
can
a
pick it up.
pet.
Yeah, sure.
Safely. I don't know. We can stab a troll with it. Maybe they can not paralyzed, but be like slowed. We
Hans
can use
is
the
back with us.
poison.
Does
Do I know
does
if
it
it's
work
like
that way?
gotta get in your bloodstream?
Uh, okay? So wait, you want to try to save it to use it as a poison?
Yeah, so if I use it and code like an arrow tip, or even just like grab it straight up and smack it into like a troll face, would they get affected by the paralysis or whatever? What
So
effect would it be?
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Marb.
Ooh,
And then can someone roll me a D100, please?
Yeah, I got you.
As you guys are
89.
89. Okay, thank you.
I think I like that outcome.
I would say you can use your natural explorer because these things are more or less native to the swamp. So you can add your bonus Marb. And then
16.
16. Wow. You kind of run your your finger along it. It's just like almost clear with a little like milky kind of. You kind of very carefully kind of put it up to your beak, and you realize that it's not very potent for very long after this thing is actually dead. There's very little utility from it. Like there's not a way to really apply the toxin effectively. Maybe for like a minute or two after the beast has been, the fiend has been destroyed, possibly, but afterwards it just seems to become neutralized. It's the
Okay.
I will say you don't understand why it's like that, but that's the way it works.
Okay, never mind. Then I go like, Tester's like, oh man, it would have been cool, and
Yeah.
just drop it and leave.
Yeah, sorry. Tis
That was a great
anatomy of an
idea.
undead. Yeah, it's a really cool idea.
Good idea.
DM was not trying to be a dick. I'm sorry.
No, no.
It's just
We're gonna need every single advantage we can with trolls.
what's that? No, they do not.
I'm secretly still relying on Rock to befriend them,
It's a fresh
and
one from
then we
today.
can maybe ride on their
I'll
backs,
throw it away
like
tomorrow.
like the Ents in Lord of the Rings, that kind of a thing.
Yes.
Or they'll just eat Rock, and then we'll run away.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't make myself there.
Well, that would take them a long time.
So,
Just like get in his shell, and they'd be bashing it. Like he probably wouldn't survive a bashing from the troll.
so as some time has passed, Hans will return, jump on Calisor's shoulder, and latch himself back to the necklace. All right, what are you guys doing? Calisor will urge continuing to move.
Yeah, I think we are just proceeding
Okay.
Yep.
stealthily,
As stealthy
hopefully.
as possible.
All right,
Yeah.
Marb, as you break from the group, I'm assuming again, go ahead and roll me a separate stealth check. It hasn't been an hour, so you still get advantage. And then when we do that, we'll take a break. Yeah.
Do I still? No, I wouldn't be in the radius.
No radius.
18.
18. Okay, so we'll come back from the break with Marb's stealth check.